Hi, Leos. We are in Sagittarius season 2019. The World card. Your first card out, center of the reading. Leos, for some of you, this reading might speak to the entirety of November. For others of you, we may just be looking at the last half, the last 10 days. Four of Chalices. Four of Water. Someone is either making an offer to you that you're uninterested in this time, you're uninterested in at this time, or vice versa, right? Maybe you're the one making the offer, Leos. You also have the Seven of Wands, Seven of Fire, to start off mutable fire season, right? Knight of Swords, Knight of Air, reversed. Okay, I want to get a few more cards out for you, Leos. Just take a look at what's going on beneath the surface, really, of what we've seen come through, and then we will go back and talk more about all of this. Your card comes out. One of your cards, the Strength card. Three of Pentacles. So I think the offer that you're withdrawing from, Leos, if it is you withdrawing from an offer, one, it may have a lot to do with the fact that we are still experiencing Mercury retrograde energy. You know, it's a time when you need to retreat into meditation, reflect on projects past, see what you would like to revive, and certainly not a time to rush anything forward. You are still probably in a mode of celebration. You've just reached a major completion, leveled up in some sense, graduated to the next level in your life in some sense, in some respect, right? Closed a life cycle, really. Seeing the close of an end of a life cycle, and it certainly does deserve to be celebrated, that type of a transition, whatever it is for you specifically. And this offer coming in around that time also likely has something to do with work, making money, bringing in resources. And I think you may be withdrawing from that opportunity or that offer because you'd rather focus on work that you truly love to do, or because it involves a collaboration that may ultimately be necessary, but just isn't one that you really want to engage in. It's not necessarily friendly or playful. You also have the Knight of Chalices, Knight of Water. So there's also an indication here that offer that you're withdrawing from might be coming from someone who is making that offer to you prematurely, or the offer they're making is sort of immature. So they may have a lot of this may be a very they might have a lot of energy behind this offer. They may seem very into the idea that they are presenting, right? But some part of you, Leo, may know and may sense that they, in fact, can't live up to what they're offering, right? They can't really follow through. And they may not even realize that. They may not be doing that on purpose. But so I think some of you feel like you're sort of defending yourself against this type of energy by withdrawing from, refusing, rejecting, ignoring an offer, right? They may be offering to invest time, energy, even money, resources, something like that into a project that you are working on. And in truth, you know that ultimately it's going to cost you more than it's going to help you, hinder you more than it's going to help you, right? They don't understand what they're agreeing to. They don't understand what it means to follow through on what they're offering. And I think that you can see that. And so, like I said, you feel maybe defensive against this energy. Like you have to find a way to turn them down, to turn them away, to refuse them. And it may mean sharing your truth in such a way that they feel like you're being too harsh with them. They feel like you're being disrespectful. They feel like you're judging them, the offer, the situation too quickly. But nonetheless, it is your truth. This is what I see coming through with the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Air here. You may just have to let them know that your no is absolute and it is certain, and you know that you know what you want, what you don't want. Be very clear, even if it does come off harsh. We are at a in the post shadow period now of Mercury retrograde, right? And so those energies of miscommunication and trouble with travel and technology, etc., can certainly be even more potent during this time. We also have, I'll show you real quick before I pause here to adjust this music. The Fool card also turned up for you. A brand new beginning comes along with sharing that truth. And then the Empress card is on the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles, Seven of Chalices below that. I'm just digging down into the deck now. I don't know why all of these seem to be kind of calling me to. And we'll dig more into these just a second. So right, in addition to the post shadow period of Mercury retrograde, we do have Mars in Scorpio now, as of just a couple of days ago, or well, it actually was about 5 days ago now. And so all of this could lead to that type of harsh, sort of disrespectful at best sounding type of communication and those types of issues. But someone else got a similar message. I can't, just a reading or two ago. I'm not exactly sure what sign it was though, but there was another sign with a similar message that this truth may just need to be shared regardless. And in their case, the Five of Swords showed up to say, you may just need to have a fight. I'm not sure that it needs to be a fight, but a truth needs to be shared. You're feeling like you need to defend yourself against an offer that you can tell is not all that it is cracked up to be. That individual may just be immature. They may not mean to be manipulative, but they are promising something. They are offering something. They are emoting something that won't last, that they can't follow through on, that they can't really live up to, that they themselves don't understand. And if you sense that if that is what you're intuitively picking up, then you at least deserve more time, if nothing else. Some of you are certain you don't need more time. You're certain that you're uninterested in whatever this offer may be. And with the Seven of fire upright, you're standing up for, you're defending what you believe in, and your truth, as I said, in yourself, your energy. You don't want to put your passion and your creativity into this. I think it's a collaboration or just this new, maybe, some type of new work offer, even if it's not some type of new work related offer, right? Even if it's not specifically a collaboration, but for a lot of you, it is. You don't want to put your passion, your creativity there. But if nothing else, you at least deserve more time, even if that's what you want, right? To discern how you feel about this offer. And it's just premature. It's just premature. It's immature. It's not, this person doesn't understand all of what they would have to do to live up to what they're offering, to follow through. And yet I think some part of you feels that it's almost risky to turn down this job, this investment, this work, these partners, well, however it shakes out for you specifically. I think some of you need to meditate a lot more frequently in order to ground and root yourself into the reality of what it is that you believe. You are very passionately defending your beliefs, your path, the way you believe you should move, but at the same time, some part of you does feel that there is a great risk and danger involved in going your own way, walking this path alone, taking a chance on simply you, turning down these partners that just don't seem to vibe with you, when absolutely sharing this truth with this person is this brand new beginning that the Fool also represents. Sure, it's risky. Sure, it's risky. This is all new to you, especially doing it all on your own. But it's also full of potential. It's an adventure that seems destined for you to go on. It's one that allows you to be a creator of sorts. For some of you, I may mean to say a mother, with the Empress on the bottom of the deck here. We also have the moon in Libra. That's a Libra energy showing up for us. A lot of you may be dealing with a Libra. A lot of you, it may be a Libra that is making this offer to you. And that's exactly how I've been reading it. Like the offer is coming to you, but Leos, for a lot of you, you may be making the offer to a divine feminine character in your life, to a Libra or a Taurus energy in your life, or just to someone around this time when Venus conjunct Jupiter is going to be affecting a lot of us. In just a couple of days, Venus is conjunct Jupiter. The 24th is what I have on my calendar anyway, and we're already feeling those energies, right? And I usually say this, I wouldn't ever get too hung up on the signs. We can all show up as different signs at different times, since we all have all of those zodiac energies in our chart somewhere, right? And they can be activated and highlighted at different times, so you never know why someone might be showing up as those energies. But at the same time, it's great when it confirms things for us. So we see some Aries energy, your energy especially, Leo and Aries here, showing up strong in Sag season, right? So feeling like we have all the fire energy here, really. And as I said, either Libra or Taurus energy here, especially feeling Taurus within the King of Pentacles also underneath the Empress card. It's likely that a lot of you have had some confusion surrounding this person, how you feel about them, what you want with them. Whether I mean that in a romantic way or not, maybe not. As always with these readings, in a general reading, right? And I think that's because they felt like they were meant to be in your life, and you did have lessons to learn with them. But you were pretty much always bound to eventually hit the impasse that I think you've already hit, or you find yourself hitting here at the end of November, beginning of December. For some of you, this reading could even see you into and through Sag season. So, you know, time being fluid, it's just going to be different for everyone. Again, as always, you're really in a position, you're in a position of real power at this time, real strength. You're feeling very much like yourself, as you've, as I said, completed a major life cycle, likely graduated in some way. Feeling much more capable of manifesting much more of what you want at this time, because of that graduation, because of that leveling up, that major completion. And a celebration is in order, whether you are doing so or not. Some of you, because this offer is coming in and you need to have a clear mind in order to turn it down properly, to speak your mind, to share your truth, to defend yourself here, your beliefs here, do need to tame your desires as far as how much you celebrate, how much you maybe imbibe or something like that when you celebrate. But that's just for a few. I'd say for most, what we're looking at here is the position of power and strength that puts you in, and the fact that means you can really be gentle with this person, when you turn down this offer, right? And so you can be, and I think you want to be gentle and kind about saying no to this offer, because you're in that position where you can be, you know, that true strength is very gentle, right? You have no reason to roar. You don't need to. You know yourself, you know your situation, you know what you want, what you need, etc., how to get it for yourself. So you want to be as kind as possible. And what you may find here in these last 10 days, or even moving forward, is that is not an option with this person or at this time. That even when trying to be as gentle as possible, it's still going to come off sounding disrespectful or harsh to them. Or that when you try to be as gentle as possible, they don't get the point and they don't stop, and you end up having to take it to a place of maybe hurting feelings, you know, upsetting them. And it's just that, you know, it is what it is. It's one of those situations that it just is what it is. You have to protect your beliefs. You have to protect your time. Again, you don't really want to put your energy and passion. That's what I'm sensing from you. You don't really want to put it into that collaboration. And you might flip-flop this around. These messages can always be flip-flopped, right? So this might be you making an offer, and what I've just done is explain the reason you're getting a no and the reason you're feeling disrespected in the outcome of this from someone. Quite possible. A motherly figure, Leos, a divine feminine character of some type in your life. It may be because you've graduated to a new level, in some sense in your life. You're ready for a deeper commitment with a divine feminine, and she's simply not in that place, right? It could be that as well. And you may need to hear that her first response may be very gentle, and so you don't receive the truth of it, though. And then she starts getting to a point where she starts withdrawing, and then she starts getting defensive, and then she starts getting harsh, and it all seems to unravel quickly to you, and you can't understand what happened, when really she's been trying to nicely say, I'm just not where you're at, for a minute. And again, we could mean a friend, we could mean a family member, a potential business partner, a roommate, or it could be a romantic interest, right? You could apply it to your life specifically, or we can do that together. If you are in need of a personal reading, if you'd like to order one from me, just scroll down to the description box below, Leos, where you can check out all the information you should need, the links, the email address, etc. There's also a link to donate. Thank you so much to those of you who use that. It's so appreciated. And thank you so much for all of your support to Lunartics Tarot, and all of the different ways that you do through liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, sending me messages and emails of support. It's truly also appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. And with that, Leos, I think we will end your November 2019 reading, your end of November 2019 reading. This looks like a good start to Sag season, because it looks like for most of you, you are forced to really exercise that throat chakra, to speak up for yourself, to be heard, and to realize that, you know, sharing your truth, it is not always going to mean having it received in the way that you intended it, or not always going to allow you to be as gentle as you are inclined to be as often as possible, right? Sometimes just getting that truth across, and standing up for yourself is the most important thing, regardless of how it has to come out or how it has to be received, right? Not all the time, but there's a time for all things. And this is that time for most of you. Or, as we said, it's time to accept that sometimes you're on the opposite end of that, right? And learn to grapple with that. And in that case, I do want to kind of jump back very quickly. In that case, if you are the one making the offer and it's not received well, we talked quite a bit about the fact that that offer looks immature, premature, like you would not follow through. If you are the one making the offer, though, it can just be, what we might be saying is that this is how the other person is perceiving it, right? And your truth is your truth and theirs is theirs, and so all that matters is that they're going to act on that perception, even if you're sitting there saying, no, I'm the one making the offer and I would follow through, but perhaps that there's some reason why they're unable to see that, right? So with that, I hope you all make very wise choices for yourselves moving forward, Leos. I do hope that the needed insight was able to reach you here. And I truly look forward to doing another reading for you just as soon as I can. I love you, Leos. Do make the most of Sag season 2019. Good luck.